of this 4-piece set that are your Gerber Daisy plants. I feel like people wait for Gerber Daisies to come here every single year, and 10,000 people have already grabbed them. Fantastic. So you have got to run to the phone for M132-078 1-800-500-7590. I would argue that there is no other flower on the planet that will give you that instant smile because it has so much personality to it. It's crazy what the Gerber Daisy is able to do for you in just growing it. You take a look at it and it's all of a sudden going to brighten your day.
Yeah, it smiles back at you.
It is. Yeah. It is. There's like that, I don't remember what the snack is, the one that smiles back.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Or something. I have no idea what it is. But this is the flower that smiles back.
There you go.
It's M132078. You're bringing home 4 of these. Now, Stephanie, is it 4 different colors?
It is. So we're going through them. Here you're looking at that beautiful, bright, rich red, that sweet chili. That is the newest color of our Sweet Series collection this year. So maybe you've picked up our Sweet Series in the past. You want to grab this collection too. You want to collect them all, grow them all. Here you're seeing that Sweet Surprise, which is kind of like a lavender, but it almost looks electric, like it's glowing a little bit. It's very beautiful. And we did see the first 2 colors, which is that beautiful, what you see here, that yellow.
Yeah.
And then the top right is what we call Sweet Maggie, which is kind of like a classic bubblegum pink.
I love that bubblegum pink color.
Me too.
It's so cheerful and bright.
Yes.
It's $31.98. However, what I love about this is we can break it down $10.66 a month if you want to bring it home on the Easy Pay. When you consider the fact that you're bringing 4 of these at home in 4 different colors, $7.99 each. And this, I've heard you describe it before as a flower factory.
Yes, exactly.
Explain that to us.
Okay, so typically when we think Gerber Daisies, we all know and love them, but typically they're going to be an annual. So in your mind, you think, okay, well, the annual is really going to bloom a lot for me.
Yeah.
But typically with a Gerber Daisy, it's only going to bloom for a couple months if you get the annuals, and then you're going to throw them away. But these are actually perennial winter hardy Gerber Daisies. So it is a 4-piece collection. This is one of your 4 plants. Now with proper water, sun, and fertilizer, this one plant is going to give you, Justin, up to 100 flowers this first season.
Wow.
And it's a 4-piece collection, and they can take, you know, cold temperatures. So these can be perennials in your garden. So really, it is like you're going to be the neighborhood flower factory. People are going to come by asking if they can cut a couple flowers, you know.
Right.
And you can give them up because you're going to have so many.
Imagine if you were able to create a little neighborhood farm stand in the front.
So cute.
Where you just give it to your
Yeah,
neighbors.
I
Like
love
it's
that.
just that little gift that's going to brighten someone's day.
Absolutely.
Where there's somebody in your office that you can come in and you can snip one of these off and you can bring it into their office, and you know the impact that a flower can have on somebody.
Yep.
You can brighten their day with this every single day.
I mean, look at all 4 of them together. It's absolutely darling.
Cool.
The
And
colors are incredible.
let's go back to that number of 100.
Yep.
The first season. That means now.
Right,
like
exactly.
by the end of what? The end of the fall?
So these, yeah, exactly. These will start blooming for you. If not when you receive them, definitely beginning of June. And you could even have flowers up until Thanksgiving.
Really?
So they can last until that second hard frost. Then they'll go dormant, and then they'll come back for you season after season.
You know, when you do the math on that, let's just say you got 300 flowers. Like, let's be a little bit conservative with it. It would be 11 cents a flower.
And you just did your florals for your wedding?
I did.
Can you imagine?
I wish they were 11 cents a flower.
They are much more expensive than that.
I was so grateful the wedding before us because we went so minimal on the florals that we had.
Yeah.
The person that had the wedding the night before on Friday, they left all their flowers there, so we were like,
what a steal!
Ours.
That's awesome.
Literally sold them.
I like that.
M132078. That is the item number here to bring these Gerber Daisies at home. The flower that's going to brighten your day. The flower that is going to be so easy to plant, and yet the reward you're going to be able to reap every single time you walk out to your garden or you walk out onto your deck. I want you to think about putting these in your planters that are going to maybe line your walkway, or are they going to be by the pool?
Right.
Is this going to be the flower that you put inside of your window box? How long do they bloom though? Like what do we, you know, actually I think I just asked you that question.
No,
but
it's
let's
okay.
remind everyone.
For several months. So that's actually, it's an important fact because typically you're going to grab the annuals. You think that those are going to bloom their hearts out, which sometimes they do. But when it comes to the Gerber Daisy, I actually find these Sweet Series, they will outbloom those annuals. They're going to bloom for you, you know, June, July, August, September, October, maybe even into November, depending on where you live. But they really are, like Justin is saying, the most joyful, happy flower in the garden. Plant these somewhere where you're going to actually see them. You know, sometimes we just get filler plants because we want to like make the house look nice for the neighborhood. but you
Right.
want to make these look nice for yourself to be able to enjoy. And look at that mixed planter in the front yard. You driving home from work and you're greeted with those sweet surprise smiling at you. It is like an instant mood changer.
Who does this make you think of? When you see this flower and you see this personality, to me, my mom.
Yeah,
Instantly.
totally.
These colors, like,
I love that.
if she's ever gonna go out and buy like a tumbler, it's gonna look like this.
Yeah,
If
totally.
she, like, it's just that is, she buys a doormat, it looks like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And the fact that these can be matched to a person's personality, maybe it's somebody who you lost recently and you want to be able to bring them back in some way and have that personality around.
Yeah.
This could be a really great way to be able to honor that person.
Mm-hmm.
When you bring these at home, one of the things that you're going to want to do is to trim them off, because
Yeah, cut
I've
them.
learned from you that it forces the plant to reproduce more flowers.
Absolutely, and you can even see here on our plant, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 buds. Yeah, they're getting ready to open up. So
Right.
you'll encourage these to actually continue to grow and open by going and cutting your already blooming flowers. And so it's kind of the best of both worlds, because you get to bring these flowers inside and make adorable vases like this while still encouraging more flowers on the plant.
I can just imagine like your kids bringing this to school and brightening the school teacher's day.
Oh my gosh,
And
yeah.
what a perfect little gift to be able to give.
Absolutely.
What a thoughtful little present to be able to bring to somebody, whether it's someone in your office or somebody who maybe is in the hospital and they want to have something that's bright and cheerful.
I love that.
This is the way that you do it. This is incredibly popular right now in this show. It's M132078. Now let's just remind everybody,
Yeah.
the season, but we're dangerously getting close to the time in which flowers are no longer going to be sold here at QVC.
Right, yeah, you know, our
Meaning like this year. They'll be here
Yeah,
next year.
yes.
I know.
Garden season
And
is
by the way,
coming to an end.
There we go. That's
For
the way to
this
word
year.
it.
Yeah.
My first garden season, so I clearly don't know how
There
to
you
talk
go.
about it. Garden season is coming to an end, but we do have auto delivery. So you can lock in this price. You might as well. It's $31.98, free shipping and handling. You can get a delivery of this year and then next year alone, so that if the price did change next year for
Incredible.
whatever reason, you don't have to worry about it,
Yeah.
because you locked in this year's. You
Right.
can cancel that at any time. But tell us about that Grower's
So
Guide.
I'm just holding this guide up because I wanted to stress, you know, Mother's Day is around the corner. A lot of us are probably considering, you know, sending bouquets of flowers, which
Yeah.
is great. But maybe you do a build to ship to of the Gerber Daisy collection, because this is going to ensure your loved ones have a flower factory year after year. You're going to get the plants, but you're also going to get the growing guide. So if they're not watching right now, it's okay. This is going to give them all sorts of information that they need to successfully grow it. And my brother Devin actually has a bag of our planting potting soil.
Yeah.
Imagine you give a wonderful Mother's Day gift and you don't provide everything they need to get their plants started. You're gonna wanna send them a bag of our natural and organic potting mix as well. Consider even some containers that we have on QVC.com.
I want to make sure I got this update right. There are less than 300 of these to go around,
Wow.
and that is it. When we had this last week, it was so popular.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to consider that for $25.98, you can bring home the 16-quart natural and organic potting mix. You do not need to have the dirt that's going to be dirting up the back of your trunk
yeah.
of your
Totally,
car.
right.
We will ship this to your front door, and this did have free shipping and handling, right? I just want to
It
make sure.
is, yeah.
It
Yep.
is. How could you get any better than that?
pretty nice.
The info is on your screen. Last 300 people to pick that up will get it. I'm not really sure what we're gonna have left to present like for the rest of the season.
Well, that's why
Well,
we
I
call this
know.
last chance plants.
it is. This is your last chance
plants.
plants in order to bring them out. Well, thank you,
Yeah,
Devin.
that's right.
We're gonna leave this here because we want to remind you that this is going super fast, so you
Yeah.
can pick it up. Let's talk about what you're getting though. You're bringing
Totally.
home 4 of these Sweet Series Hardy Gerber Daisies.
Yep.
These are live plants. It's a set of 4 of them. This is what it's gonna come looking like.
And these are growing in that same potting mix.
They are,
So,
so
pick
it-
up a bag of the potting mix and just continue to grow your Gerber Daisies. And truthfully, everything in the show, you're going to keep growing it in that stuff, which is
Right.
the perfect potting mix.
Free shipping and handling, $10.66 is the easy payment here. It's M132078. Well, thanks, Steph. Oh, you're not going anywhere.
I'm with you for the next few.
Oh, I'm excited.
Good.
I'm especially excited